Thank you. Today, Denver 911 is launching what it calls a smart interactive voice response system. Now, when you dial the non-emergency line, you'll have to tell a machine what you need help with. Then you should be routed to whichever agency, person, or information you need. Denver 911 says its non-emergency line received nearly 1 million calls last year. Apparently, many of those callers didn't actually need help from Denver 911. This new system is meant to help them out instead of a dispatcher, so that dispatchers are free to answer calls about emergencies.
There is some relief for folks in Larimer County this morning. The Buckeye fire is fully contained. The flames ignited near I-25 and the Buckeye exit. It's just outside of Wellington and north of Fort Collins and started yesterday afternoon. So now the mandatory evacuations in the area, they were lifted within hours, burned around 5 acres. No one was hurt as far as we know, and firefighters are still watching for hot spots. Unfortunately, this morning we can't say the same for the Oakridge fire. So far, that fire has burned more than 1,000 acres in Pueblo County with no containment. 20 buildings have been evacuated as a precaution. There are more than 250 firefighters that have now been called in to fight this. Investigators say lightning started this fire Saturday near the town of Beulah, about 25 miles southwest of Pueblo. And new this morning, fire season is bringing new challenges every single summer.
That's right, which is why the Denver Fire Department has prepared to deliver help from above in challenging situations. They are using drones. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is live outside the Denver Fire headquarters this morning. Brianna, these drones can be used in several situations.
Exactly. So the main use the Denver Fire Department tells me is that they use these drones for fires, but they've also used them for water rescues or high angle rescues. For example, in downtown Denver, where we see a lot of high rises, they've even deployed these drones to help the Denver Police Department when it comes to SWAT calls or any incidents that they need to go to within the city. So take a look at your screen. This drone program launched with the Denver Fire 5 years ago after receiving a grant. Right now, the department has trained and licensed 7 drone pilots, and the drones give them a bird's eye view of the fire so they can inspect a structure before firefighters even have to go in. The department's most advanced drone can fly in the rain, snow, and wind up to 40 miles per hour. Every angle and video from the drone is streamed to 3 monitors in specialized response vehicles, which can be fed back and sent to anyone within the department. The drones are also equipped with infrared and thermal imaging to help pinpoint hotspots that would be impossible to see from the ground.
We can view any number of angles. We might be straight over a fire, but we like to get a 360 view to give our incident command a view of the entire scene. All of our drones have thermal imaging capabilities, and we're able to identify hotspots anywhere from temperatures as low as 32 degrees up to 932 degrees.
So right now the department is looking to add more drones as well as more licensed pilots and firefighters as well to help with the drone program. They say that they want drones on the clock 24 hours so they can get to the scene and then have a drone and then of course get that bird's eye view first when they get on scene. For now, I'm live in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
And we're interested to see how that different perspective, Brianna, really helps with the timing of putting out these fires as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they say as soon as they arrive on scene, they put their drone up and they can get right to work. So their timing has helped really to identify where this fire even started or where they're seeing the most damage in a structure fire, for example.
Yeah, beneficial all the way around. Okay, Brianna, thank you.
The first presidential debate of 2024 is tonight, and this time the candidates have some new rules to follow. There will be no studio audience, and the microphones will be muted except for the candidate whose turn it is to speak. No props or pre-written notes will be allowed on the stage, but both candidates will be given a pen, a pad of paper, and a bottle of water, and campaign staff will not be able to interact with their candidate during the 2 scheduled commercial breaks. The debate is on CNN, but we will be streaming it live on 9 News Plus. That is starting at 7 o'clock tonight. The Supreme Court accidentally posted what appears to be a draft of its Idaho abortion decision. This decision has not been officially released yet, but a statement from the court says that its publication unit inadvertently uploaded a document to the court's website. A copy of the document suggests that the court will allow emergency room doctors in Idaho to perform abortions in certain situations where doctors could have lost their medical license for performing that procedure. A final decision, however, has not been announced yet.
Federal officials have revised their guidelines for who should receive the RSV vaccine. They recommend people age 75 and older get the vaccine, while anyone age 60 to 74 should only receive it if they have a serious condition. That includes things like chronic heart or lung disease. This backtracks from the CDC's recommendation last year when the RSV vaccine was recommended for all adults 60 and older.
This morning, we have video of a roller coaster evacuation. The giant dipper at the Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk had to be stopped mid-ride because someone was having a medical emergency. And then in that video, you can see trained employees at the front and the back of the line were making sure that everyone was able to get down safely.
As we take a look at our current radar, you can see these showers and thunderstorms from yesterday afternoon now pushed off to the east of us, but more moisture is coming our way, and it could be heavy at times. Temperatures mostly in the 80s and 90s along the Front Range today, with those showers and thunderstorms scattered around. Farther west you go, the heavier the rains will be, but you do see an elevated risk of storms across the state, especially over northeastern sections of Colorado. And then for tomorrow, you see more marginal, but most to the north of Colorado.